You know, I have thought a lot about veganism lately, and one thing that really made me think about it was this past week when the FDA said they were going to allow cloned animals into the food supply system, and not only were they going to be allowed into the system, but they were not going to be labeled as such. Now that to me is very scary, and for the first time in my life, I thought, you know what? I might just opt out of this because I can't trust. No matter what the FDA says to me, I just can't believe it. I can't believe that that's really completely safe. And so for the first time in my life, I started to think about becoming a vegan. And actually Moby, who's a musician that I know is on Big Think, is a vegan. And we just filmed something for Epicurious with Moby talking about being a vegan. And I understand, my head understands the ethical reasons for being a vegan, but my stomach never did. And now my stomach and my head are starting to unite, and I'm starting to think about maybe trying it. It is a very hard way to live a life, I think. I'm not sure. I mean, I do want to kind of take some baby steps towards that. I do worry about it for my kids, you know, about how much dairy. I do try to buy organic milk when I can, but I know that there's hormones and antibiotics going into their system with the amount of milk that they drink all the time. And it's very hard to stop that from happening. And how do you stop it? You stop eating dairy, fish, and meat. So it is something that I think we're going to see a huge, huge rise in veganism in this country. And actually at Epicurious, we've been talking about trying to develop a whole lot more recipes for vegans. There are definitely middle grounds, and I think that by doing things like eating grass-fed meat, you know, and adopting the Michael Pollan philosophy of, you know, eat food, mostly plants, and not too often, is probably the best, most healthy way to go. I mean, I think eating meat occasionally is fine. Always seeking that antibiotic, hormone-free, organic, grass-fed meat is probably the best way to go for sure. And that's true if you're eating bacon or pork or chicken or eggs and dairy as well. I think if you can try to live kind of a organic lifestyle and try to eat more fruits and vegetables than you do meats, then you're more than halfway there to a really good, healthy lifestyle.